Is it always a smart thing to do to mix different cultures into a business context? Well, in this video, I'll explain why it is or it isn't recommended to do so. And with this explanation, future CEOs of companies will know whether it's useful or not to mix cultures in their company. I've read three articles and I found a link between them. The link I found is the fact that in all three of the texts, the impact of cultural differences is described. It's not certain that you'll be able to change the way of working of a company from a certain country. For example, in the text of Unit 3, there's a clear example of this. Federico Sacasa, Nicaraguan chief executive of a Japanese bank, is trying to encourage Japanese employees to engage in brainstorming with their boss. This free open expression is not something common in Japan's rigidly hierarchical corporate business. Another example of this is stated in the text of Unit 9. In this text, Czech chief executive John Swartz of the French company Business Objects tells business leaders to embrace the strengths and differences of their global employees. Another argument for the link I found is you have to make sure that both sides of a merger understand each other. An example of this can be found in the text of Unit 7. In this text, I was told that the American company HP acquired Skitex, which is a digital printing company from Israel. HP implied a hands-off approach since it was a market they didn't really have any experience in. They gave Skitex a lot of freedom when it came to investment decisions, and this led to a very successful acquisition. In the text of Unit 3, there's another example. In 2005, the German company Daimler acquired the Japanese company Mitsubishi. The problem here was that in Japan there's something that's called an anonymous consent, and this means that one person can stop a decision. The German way of working isn't familiar with this anonymous consent. And the last argument I found for the link is the fact that cultural differences can have a positive influence on your company, on or a merger. In the text of Unit 7, it is said that cultural differences can add value to your merger. According to Ms. Fursbrook, a merger offers like a window of opportunity. And another example can be found in the text of Unit 9. In this text, John Schwartz advises business leaders to turn the strengths and differences of their employees into a competitive advantage. So we can conclude it's a smart thing to do to mix cultures in a business context, since it can have a really positive impact on your merger or company, but it's only recommended when you can make sure both sides of the merger understand each other. So now you know whether it's useful or not to mix cultures in a business context. And now I will go over some professional vocabulary. I've chosen 5 words. The first one is expertise. The 2 sentences I chose are: she has high expertise in English history, and software isn't my area of expertise. And it means like when you're really skilled in something. The second word is governance. It's a company with a reputation for good governance, and the company aims to have a high level of governance, and it means the way companies are organized. The third word is biased. The newspaper gave a biased report of the meeting, and he thinks he's a good football player, but he's biased since it's his son. And this means when you like or dislike something based on like your own opinion. The fourth word is acquisition. The company wants to have multiple acquisitions, and that company is his next target for acquisition. And this means something. An acquisition is something bought by a company, like a building or another company. And the last word is competitor. So the two sentences are: the prices are better than all of their competitors, and that company performs better than its competitors. And a competitor means a company that is competing against another company.